Okay, we interrupt this program to bring you this important message. We picked up a lot off of the Facebook marketplaces, and this was almost the most perfect lot that I'd love to get. And I say almost because there is one deficiency with this lot, is that I'll get to it in a second. It had not a lot of broken pieces, but it had some really busted pieces and a little bit of a pile. So anyway, let's go through it. So this is washed the other night, actually last night, and it's on this towel to dry. And I started sorting last night and into today, and I started building and sorting out into the various color piles, which will go into the bins, respective bins as I get there. But during the sort, I always pull out the cool pieces, but basically anything that's not a basic brick. And I usually do that for everything except for white. White I rarely do. But anyway, so you can see along this towel, I mean, it's not the biggest lot I've ever gotten. It was not that expensive, $50. I had to drive to Brantford. So, which is fine. I looked at it, I saw the picture, and I said, oh, there's classic space in it. I didn't know the level of classic space, how many classic space sets. But I saw a classic space. I saw some trans yellow pieces and some other pieces that says 4x4 radar dishes and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I have to buy it. And it was a big lot. It overfilled one grocery bag for $50 these days. That's a bargain by any stretch. It's not going back to the day where I spent $300 for 2 Rubbermaid totes, roughneck totes of Lego, but that's before we had Josh. So we're talking well over 13 years ago. Lego has gone up in value since there. So a big grocery bag heaping full of Lego is my idea of a good deal. So I brought it home. Instantly had a quick sort to get all the non-Lego in there. And there was some non-Lego in there, not too much. Again, as always seems to be the ubiquitous battleship white and red hit and miss and hit pieces. Monopoly hotels and Monopoly houses always in there, and not Connects, but that other, I think, Erector or whatever, those ones with the knobbies and the long beams that are whatever. I just never liked them. But there weren't too many of those, and definitely not a complete kit by any stretch, so I didn't bother keeping them, like maybe a dozen or 2 pieces. So those went into the trash. So usually I save the non-Lego toy building pieces and take it back to Value Village. I already got a big, huge box going, but those ones on the fly, they just went into the trash as I kept on finding them. I didn't think there was lots. So, but the Lego that was left is all that you see here. White, yellow, red, black over there, clear, some 10 by 20 base plates again. I keep on getting them. A broken one, so there's 2 10 by 10s, but it's broken, so I'll probably end up in the bin of doom. And blue and gray, not too much gray left. And so let's just start over here with the sadness of the universe. Just broken parts, just broken. Like, I mean, I could try to maybe glue some of this back together, but what's the point? Broken hinge pieces, which I seem to get a lot of. Broken roof pieces, broken wheel pieces, the bricks, the 2x2 bricks. This was the sad one, because I found the 1x2 yellow brick, but no shovel, so the shovel didn't show up here. So, and this is also the sadness of it all. This is what happens with older bricks. They get brittle and the sides just cave in if you grab them too hard. And this, I don't even want to know what happened there. Melted or got bit or something. So that's just going to go into the bin of doom. And the sign, it didn't have the rest of the sign, just had the base of the sign. So I'm not even going to worry about that. So all those are the busted pieces. Yeah, this one's busted too. This one's busted. So that's expected. That is above average. Usually when I get a lot, doesn't have that many busted pieces. But it's not in the grand scheme of things. It's not a lot considering the pieces I got that were good. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. The gray pieces that were busted, the 2x2 L brackets, there was 2 of them. The tail piece, 4x8 hinge piece, blah blah blah. So originally, I thought there might be another rocket launcher in here. and I have these guys to boot. The issue is, so I still think there was a rocket launcher in this lot, because I have the 2x1x2 offset stud tile there. I have 4 wheel wells. I have this guy here, which is part of that set. I have some of these plates, 2x plates left over. And I even have the control panel, but there's no radar dishes. There's no, I only found 1 broken tailpiece, and only found 1 of these guys. And I didn't find the 1x1 brick with the air horns, or whatever you want to call it, on there, the thruster pack. So I'm not going to bother building it, because I'd have to grab the majority of the pieces from my collection, because it only came with the white round pieces. None of the black pieces are there. I'd have to replace both of those L brackets, the 4x8 hinge. Basically, I have the wheel wells, some plates, and that guy there in the white for the rocket. No more minifigs. These minifigs are not space minifigs. They're town minifigs. I still have some air tanks, so I'm sure there's a couple classic space helmets that are busted, which will go into the, no, I'm saving those for somebody else. Somebody else wanted them. So I used up all the minifigs there. You can see the 3 minifigs there. The 3 minifigs in there, except the black guy. The black suited space minifig does not have a helmet in there, so I have short 1 black helmet, and I'm actually short 1 black helmet. I don't have any more black helmets to use, which is unfortunate. So I was trying to determine, besides the rocket launcher, which would be these pieces here, and then some of those pieces, what was left that was to build. And so I have these 2x8s, a couple of 1x2s, and a 1x4 plate. Those again from the rocket launcher. These plates here, 6x10s, 3 of them, and a couple miscellaneous plates, and a bunch of 2x3 black plates, and 4 red 2x2 tiles. So I was really trying to figure out, I'm sure it's pre-space, I'm sure it falls into this area here, what those pieces are for. I also have 1 jaw left, one grabber there, because again, this thing had all 4. So the pieces that I had to replace or add to the mix, the good part is the robot command center basically fully complete, which was awesome, because I had run out of the 2x2 by 2 rocket thrusters with fins to complete my other ones. So I think this is my 3rd or 4th fully complete one, and I have 2 more that need they have white rocket thrusters in there. And considering all the busted pieces, and considering the bricks are, I will say, used, but not besides the ones that are over there. They're not, there's no teeth marks, there's no bites, there's no, the bricks themselves are in moderate to good condition for the era, but they are used. And so there's roundedness to them, especially the older pieces. You'll see some discoloration a little bit. So you know that these pieces were not sitting in a box. I should have washed it better. You know that these pieces were not sitting in a box. They were used by kids who did not play hard with them. Again, barring that. But that could have come with just age, and they break. But the pieces that are not broken are in very good. The yellows, not, I mean, the trans clear is not that yellow. There's a few pieces in there you can see they're a little bit yellowed. The wheels are very, very good. The basic bricks are good. The slopes besides the broken ones are good. Not too many broken ones. So it's a fantastic lot. It was a good lot to get. I'm glad I got it. Because it does cover more than just classic space, even though there's 3 classic space sets and possibly 4. I've never had this tipper truck before. This is awesome. First time I built this in my life. This is really, really cool. I mean, I got tipper buckets all over the place from the train sets and everything else after this one. This is pre-19, I would say 75, even though I couldn't find the 1x1 gray round brick with the closed stud. I'd have to bring that out of my collection. So it's probably lost. So it's probably, it probably has something else. This guy, I remember buying this set. So these 2 sets came in a value pack. I remember buying that when I was younger off the store shelf, and I got to build it again tonight. The one thing that was missing was the second rocket pack, which was unfortunate. But other than that, fully complete. This guy, fully complete. Fantastic. This guy, because you can see the broken hinges over here, even the gray ones, I had to grab both red hinges, or sorry, did I have one? No, so I only had to grab 1 hinge out of my collection. And I had to grab 1 gray 2x4 gray hinge out of my collection. The magnet was in there, so that's always cool. And I do have the rope. I'm probably going to do a video about that one by itself. Do my usual old Lego's cool Lego, trying to convince people that I love all the modern stuff, that the old Lego's cool too. So I did have to grab that brick out of my collection because I couldn't find it in the red pile, and I didn't look that hard, but I didn't want to waste my time looking for it. So I grabbed one of mine, my labeled bricks, and I had to use the old Lego because that's what it's supposed to have. I did not have this specific set when I was a kid. I believe I have it through one of my various aftermarket or secondary market purchases, but I've never built it before in my life. And I always love building these old Lego sets because it just brings back memories of when I was a kid. Because again, before 1978, when they started coming out with all these unique pieces, this was it. So this was it, besides the basic sets you used to get. So I was happy to build this. So I might do a video about it. And I think the rest here, there, and there are just basic sets. The 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever, are just basic sets. Now again, the question is the 4x or the 6x10s there. I don't remember getting 3 of those or 4 of those in a basic set like that, but maybe they did. I don't know. Lots of doors and windows, again, classic doors and windows. So happy about that. Big people figs, maxi figs, if you want to call them that. And a Duplo guy, which was very odd because there's no other Duplo in there, but a Duplo guy came in this collection. So I'll put it in my Duplo collection. So all these pieces here will go into the bin of doom. That's the bin of doom pile. And the rest now, I think it's just going to get sorted into the collection. I'm not going to worry about it. The other cool part, and that's fine. I've seen worse. They did exactly what I did. And again, I still haven't found my bottle. The sprues that had the trans 1x1 round plates on them, they kept the sprue themselves. I used to do that all the time. I had a whole bottle, like an inkwell bottle that we got through I'm not going to go off on that tangent, but I have a couple of old inkwell bottles from my childhood, not because I used them. Inkwell bottles were gone far before I was born, but we did a lot of stuff with my dad, checking out old places where you could find old bottles and stuff, and I had a couple of old inkwells. Anyway, but I had an inkwell bottle in my Lego playroom that was full of those guys, just heaping full, and I was going to do something with them at some point, and I still might, because of course I have to find that bottle. No idea where it is. So very, very happy with this lot. It's, for me, as I say, it's a perfect, quote unquote, perfect lot, because it's not just classic space, but it covers the entire era of my childhood, and sets that I've never built before. and sets that I'd never built before, the fire truck or the fire guy. So this is, I think, year 1 of minifigs, and this guy's missing a hand, and he's missing the sticker on his torso, not a shock, and the stickers on here. Now, I actually didn't know this. In the stickers, there's a number 1 on here or something. I actually have a 2x2 45-degree slope in my printed / stickers bin that has that on there. I thought it was for something else, but it's so I probably acquired another one of these during my many lots of second-hand market lots. So but the fire department or sticker that goes on these 2 bricks, these 2 plates here, long gone, not gonna worry about it. But I got the 600, the police car, and either, I can't remember if it was a 603 or 604, the shell truck, the yellow, red, and I think white shell truck with minifig, the first year minifigs came out. And I have both still. Of course, they're all apart, so the stickers are all gone, because I would have been 10 or 11 when they came out. So, c'est la vie. So I'm gonna not waste too much more of your time. I'm very happy with this lot. I'm very happy with the pieces, the quality of the pieces, considering the age of the pieces. There's nothing here newer than what you see right here with these 2 sets. Everything else is older than that, and going back to mid-70s and even early 70s, I think. I won't say into the 60s, but it definitely is just actually through the entire 70s decade. And well, I guess that's 80s. So I don't know if the person who had this collection was around my age, because this would have been exactly the sets that I acquired through my single digits and in my teens until I stopped. It might have been a little younger than me, of course, because these things came out when I was closer to 20 or at 20, 1986, I think, ish. I was still buying them, but most of my friends were not. So I would imagine that maybe it was, see, I like ruminating about this kind of stuff. But considering the mid-70s sets that are here, with the brick collections here, I would say that the person who had this collection, or maybe it was a family, started getting Lego in the early to mid-70s and stopped getting it around 1984, 1985, 1986. So it could have been 10 years of getting Lego, and then it just sat in a bag until I got it from the Facebook Marketplace. I was sad to see that most of the minifigs are missing, because again, there's a yellow helmet here, right? So that's a classic space guy. There's 2 air tanks here. Now again, I believe that's classic space. There's a classic helmet there, and there's a classic helmet there. So, so 2 more classic helmets. So from my count, there quote unquote could be at least 4 more classic space people. So there should be 4 more classic space sets in here, but there weren't. Right? Because as I said, that one had basically all the pieces. That one basically had all the pieces. That one had all the pieces. The 3 sets that I built, the 3 classic space sets that I built. And as you can see, besides that guy, which would I think it was white, a white minifig. I can't remember now. Where did the other 3 minifigs go? The yellow and the 2 reds minifigs. Like, I don't see anything here that tells me that there was yet another classic space set in here. And that guy didn't come with a red minifig. That guy has a red minifig, already has it. This guy has a red minifig. So there were 2 more red minifigs. And no pieces to go with them. So anyway, it's a mystery, as George Carlin would say. It's a mystery, and I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. So we're hitting the 20-minute mark, and it's way past my bedtime. So I'm going to probably do a video on that guy alone and put some string on him and talk about that. We'll have to see, because I am quote-unquote running low on ideas for videos. I did a whole bunch in a row for a bunch of weeks now. So, oh yeah, let's go off on this tangent. Because my layout is way over there. My robotic arm is way over there. And I've been working on that for the last week and a bit. I'm going to put that aside for a while, because it is quote unquote working as it should, but it's not going to be part of the layout. And the very near future, when I do this show in Toronto in May and do my ultra secret society thing after that, which you might see, I'm gonna focus on getting the layout prepped and ready, because I still have a few more things that I need to get done, and make sure the wiring's good and blah blah blah, which always takes effort. Specific, I have to focus on it. So I am going to put my robotic arm away for a bit, take it apart, and I might make some videos about the fixing up the layout again, but they won't be as frequent as what we've come to expect over the last bunch of weeks, where I've released a video every morning at 6 a.m. I don't make a video every day. I made 4 or 5 videos in one day and just schedule them. That's going to probably stop for a while. This one's probably going to come out. I think I got one coming out tomorrow, and I think that's my last one before this video here. So by the time Thursday rolls around or Friday rolls around, there's gonna be no more videos. So until I get around to it, because I have to put all this away and I have to clean up that over there. I did get to Value Village, and I did find a lot that I do want to make a video about, so I might, so it's going to be not every day. It's going to be as I make them again, until I've, make a whole bunch of videos and get ahead of myself again. So sorry about that there's going to be some days that there are no videos, and we can all just go over and watch Jeff's videos, because Jeff's videos are awesome. So everybody stay safe, take care, and I am happy that I got this lot, and I'm happy I got to build these sets out of this lot, and I'm glad these pieces that are left over are remarkably good enough condition to put into my collection, and we'll go from there. So I hope everybody's doing well. Everything is okay here, and looking forward to summer. The flowers are blooming outside, but it's dark. I show you, and looking forward to camping in a couple weeks, and we'll probably take some videos about that, but they won't be, Legos. Anyway, tired tangents, too much. You guys all stay safe, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.